Chapter 13, Network Design and Management. After reading this chapter, you should be able to recognize the system development lifecycle, and define each of its phases. Explain the importance of creating one or more connectivity maps. Outline the differences among technical, financial, operational, and time feasibility. Create cost-benefit analysis incorporating the time value of money. Explain why performing capacity planning and traffic analysis is difficult. Describe the steps involved in performing a baseline study. Discuss the importance of a network administrator and skills required for that position. Calculate the components and system reliability and availability. Recognize the basic hardware and software network diagnostic tools. Describe the importance of a help desk with respect to managing network operations. List the main features of a simple network management protocol, Snmp, and distinguish between a manager and an agent. Describe the use of remote network monitoring, RMON, protocol and its relationship to Snmp. After the introduction page, we see system development lifecycle. Every company, whether it's for a profit or non-profit organization, usually has a number of major goals. The major goals of each company is increasing the company's customer base, keeping customers happy by providing company services as effectively as possible, increasing the company's profit level, and on a non-profit organization, acquiring the funds necessary to meet the organization's goals and objectives, and finally conducting business more efficiently and effectively. For these major goals, system planners and management personnel with a company try to generate a set of questions that would, when satisfactorily answered, will assist their organization in achieving its goals and move the organization forward. The System Development Lifecycle, Sdlc, is a structured approach to the development of a business system. Most agree that the Sdlc, System Development Lifecycle, includes at least one of the following phases: planning, then analysis, then design, then the implementation, then maintenance. Not one. Includes at least the following phases. The Sdlc System Development Lifecycle includes these 5 phases: planning, analysis, design, implementation, and maintenance. Any system development lifecycle starts with planning. Then we start analyzing, then the design, then the implementation, and finally keep maintaining it, the maintenance. The idea of phases is critical to the Sdlc concept. The intent of the Sdlc is for phases not to be disjoint steps in a big plan, but overlapping layers of activity. So they are overlapping, continuous, not disconnected. The cyclic nature of phases of system development lifecycle, just like that, it just keep going on and on. Planning, then analysis, then design, then implementation, then maintenance, then planning, then analysis, then system, then design, then system design, then implementation, then maintenance, then planning, then analysis, then design, implementation, maintenance, planning, and so on, so on. A professional called system analyst typically is responsible for managing a project and following the Sdlc phases. Who is responsible for following these 5 stages is the system analyst. particularly the analysis and design phases, because he's not responsible for the implementation or the maintenance, but he's responsible for the planning, analysis, and design. Network modeling. The network model does not have to be an elaborate creation. Oftentimes, it is only a hand-drawn model that depicts the proposed design of a network. Our technique used to model a corporation's network environment to create a connectivity map. An example of a wide area connectivity map for sites in Chicago, Seattle, LA, and San Antonio. So yeah, just like that. Wide area connectivity map. All right. Distance of the connection, security level, duplexing, the data rate, the latency, the quality of service, CBR constant bitrate, VBR variable bitrate, ABR available bitrate, UBR unreliable bitrate or none, DE delivery rate, detailed link characteristics of the same, no, not the same, just one connection. So they put this line and they put all these parameters that we just read with its answers, the distance and the S security, the DU duplexing, full duplexing, the data rate, DR, the latency, quality of service. ABR stands for available bitrate. And the DE is the delivery rate, 99.9. So MAN connectivity map, metropolitan area network connectivity map. Okay. So here we have the failover. This is different from the one. The one doesn't have a failover. LAN connectivity map. So here we have the throughput. Over there we don't have any of that, any throughput. And the example of local area overview connectivity map, server, marketing server, demonstration. Yeah, just like that. Local area detailed connectivity map for marketing, and this is the one. Feasibility studies. The technical feasibility of a system is the extent to which the system can be created and implemented using currently existing technology. Can we do it now using what we have? Just like that. The proposed system must also be financially feasible. The system's financial feasibility is the extent to which the system can be created given the company's current finances. Does our current budget cover that? Just like that. Operation feasibility. So now we have technical feasibility, financial feasibility, and we will have operation feasibility, time feasibility. 4 types. In addition to the proposed system must be operationally feasible. When a system demonstrates operational feasibility, it operates as designed and implemented. Finally, the proposed system must be time feasible. The system's time feasibility is the extent to which the system can be installed in a timely fashion and meets organizational needs. Do we have time for that? Is the time enough? Yeah. Payback analysis charts. The initial cost and yearly recurring cost of a proposed system against the projected yearly income or benefits derived from the proposed system. All right. Personal cost, computer usage cost, cost of hardware, cost to train users, supplies, duplications, furniture. Yeah. To do this payback analysis, you will first need to consider all one-time costs, but a comprehensive understanding of the cost system, you must also calculate the recurring costs, not only the one-time, but the recurring, like the lease payments, recurring license cost, salaries, wages of personnel, ongoing supplies, heating and cooling, and all these bills, planned replacement cost, all these. The time value of money is a concept that states that $1 today is worth more than $1 promised a year from now, because today's dollar can be invested now and therefore accumulate, invest. The present value of a dollar over time, given discount rates of 4, 6, 8, 10%. Percent value of a dollar for different discount rates. So you see different discount rates and the value is different. The less discount, the higher is the value. The more discount, the less the value, of course. And payback analysis calculation for a proposed project. And we have the description, year 1, year 2, until 6-year development cost, operation and maintenance cost, discount factors, time adjusted cost, cumulative benefits, discount factor, time adjusted benefits, cumulative adjusted. Yeah, just like that. Capacity planning. Capacity planning involves trying to determine the amount of network bandwidth necessary to support an application or a set of applications. Capacity planning involves trying to determine the amount of network bandwidth necessary to support an application or a set of applications. All right. And here's the return of investment. When a company calculates the return of investment for a proposed project, it compares the revenue generated from the project with the expenses incurred. When the revenue becomes greater than the expenses, the company has achieved a return of its investment. All right. Linear projection involves predicting one or more network capacities based on the current network parameters and multiplying those capacity by some constant. A computer simulation involves modeling an existing system or proposed system using a computer-based simulation tool and subjecting the model to varying degrees of user demands. Benchmarking involves generating the system statistic under a controlled environment, then comparing these statistics against non-measurements. Analytical modeling involves the creation of mathematical equations to calculate various network values. Creating a baseline for an existing computer network involves measuring and recording network state of operation over a given period of time. Baseline. Assembling information on network utilization levels requires that you create a fairly extensive list of statistics. These statistics include many of the following values: average network utilization, peak network utilization, average frame size, peak frame size, average frames per second, peak frames per second, total network collisions, network collisions per second, total runs, total jobbers, total cyclic redundancy, checksum errors, nodes with the highest percentage of utilization and corresponding amount of traffic, peak periods of network activity in a typical day. All right. Network administrator skills. The following is a list of some of the more popular certification programs: MCSA, MCSE, MCSD. These three certifications shows various levels of Microsoft Server, database, and developer expertise. Cisco CCNA, CCNP, Cisco Certified Network Professional, or Advanced Journeyman Knowledge of Networks. IBM Certified Expert, CSE, and Certified Administrator, CA. These certificates demonstrate the ability to successfully plan for, install, and support IBM's networking products. The position of network administrator is demanding, challenging, and always changing. Being a successful network administrator requires a wide range of technical, management, and interpersonal skills. A good network administrator is constantly learning new skills and trying to keep abreast of rapidly evolving technology. A computer network system could not survive without the network administrator. The network administrator has to remember, however, that the system would not also survive without users. Would also not survive without users. Sorry about that. Generating usable statistics. Mean time failure, MTBF. Mean time between failures. Mean time to repair. Availability is the probability that a particular component or system will be available during a fixed time period. And we have the reliability. The fourth statistic calculates the probability of that component or system will be operational for the duration of a transaction of time, T. How reliable it is. So we have the reliability, the availability, and the mean time between failures and mean time to repair. Mean time between failures is the average time a device or a system will operate before it will fail. The mean time to repair is the average time necessary to repair a failure within the computer network. Network diagnostic tools. Tools that test and debug network hardware. Tools that test and debug the network hardware range from very simple devices to more elaborate complex devices. Three common testing devices are electrical testers, cable testers, local area network testers. Electrical testers, Network sniffers, the second category of network diagnostic tools covers tools that analyze data transmitted over the network. These tools include protocol analyzers and devices for software that emulate protocols and applications. One of the most common of these tools is the traffic analyzer or protocol analyzer. A protocol analyzer or sniffer monitors a network 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and captures and records all transmitted packets. Each packet's protocol is analyzed, and statistics are generated to show which devices are talking to each other, and which applications are being used. This information can then be used to update the network so that it operates more effectively. For example, and here's an example, a very popular sniffer that can be used on Unix and Windows network is the Wireshark, formerly called Ethereal. Wireshark allows you to examine the data collected from a live network or from a capture file of disk. You can interactively browse the captured data and view either detailed information for each packet or summary information for the entire network. What is perhaps even more interesting about Wireshark is that it's free, Wireshark. So now we have a computer program, all right? Managing operations. Simple network management protocol. A network management protocol facilitates the exchange of management information between network devices. Simple network management protocol is an industry standard created by the Internet Engineering Task Force and designed originally to manage the Internet components. It is now also used to manage wide area network and telecommunication systems. Currently, Snmp is in its third version. A managed element has management software called an agent running it and is more elaborate and expensive than an unmanaged element. A second type of object, the Snmp Manager software, controls the operation of a managed element and maintains a database of information about all managed elements. The database that holds the information about all managed devices is called Management Information Base, MIB. More often than not, the Snmp Manager requests information directly from a managed element on the same network, but what if a manager wants to collect information from a remote network? Remote network monitoring is a protocol that allows a network administrator to monitor, analyze, and troubleshoot a group of remotely managed elements. RMON. Capacity planning and network design in action. And here we go, an example. This is really useful to spend some time on reading it, but we are skimming the book, so we don't really pay attention to every single detail. We'll just focus on the milestones or the main areas. All right. Summary of the chapter. Another page of the summary. The summary is finished. The key terms, more key terms, review questions, exercises, thinking outside the box, hands-on projects, and the book is over.